Hello, fam. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. We have a lot of oldies but goodies these days. So thank you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm so freaking excited. If my shoulder disappears, it's because it's the middle of the day and the sun is coming up. So I may have to close the blinds. But you guys, first of all, reviewed a brush set in over a year. I think the last brush set I reviewed was the Real Techniques eye brush set. I don't know. It feels like longer, but I got Ariel X Morphe brush set. It's the face brush set. He has two sets that he came out, I believe a year ago. It's been a really long time. They were sold out for a while, and then I was like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I review it for you? I saw that Ulta, I don't know if they just released this one or re-released it, but it's under their new arrivals makeup. I'm like, you know what? Let's try it out. And I was able to get a $12 coupon. I don't know how I was able to get it, but the point of that is that it qualifies for a coupon code. So yes, we love a sale and we love to save money. This is how it looks. Look at this box alone. Hold on. I do need to close the blinds. Okay, yeah, this is better. Yeah, you can see the box better. You see, it's this cream sort of beige color. And oh my God, okay. So let's open it up. Let's open it up. And I already put my primer on. I added my Cali Ray primer. You guys know how I feel about it. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is how it looks. If you don't know who Ariel is a Latino makeup artist, Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, and he collaborated with Morphe to create this. And you guys, let's see. Oh, a brush fell. Hold on, let's put it back. Oh, wow. I always see everyone using one of these brushes to set their skin, to do something, and I see it often. So I'm like, these brushes have to be good if you just see that people use them. It's different when people get stuff via PR or their friends or support their friends, but no, that's not the case with this one. So, okay. Something about brushes that I never really talk about. I get questions a lot on what my favorite brushes are and how to go about buying brushes. I always feel like if you are starting with makeup, if you're brand new to makeup, buying bundles like this is really, really good because it kind of helps you start off. Once you get an understanding of the type of brush you like, what brushes fit the best for your face and your application style, I always recommend to buy brushes one at a time, because a lot of times when you already have a base set brush set, if you buy another set, you're going to be doubling up. I always recommend to kind of build that way if you're looking to buy brushes or when to buy it. That's what I do now. I'll buy things like this when I'm reviewing it, which I don't really review makeup brushes. For example, you guys know I love my concealer brush from Sephora, so I buy these individually because I know those work very, very well. The It Cosmetics foundation brushes, I buy these individually because I know they work really, really well. I'm talking and talking and talking. Okay, the first brush is this one. Do we have a name? Oh, it's the A24. Ooh, wow, this is soft. Low key, looking at it, they don't look soft. Not that they look rough, but they don't look as soft as they are. Wow. Okay, this is a foundation brush, very, very soft. It's not as dense as I personally like my foundation brushes. It's kind of more flimsy, but let's see. I'm gonna use products I really, really love. Also, when you get brushes, I always recommend to wash them first. I'm not washing mine because I'm reviewing it, but I'll definitely wash it right after. You guys know how I like to apply my foundation. I like to warm it up on my hand and my finger and spread it out nicely. This just allows for an even application. And then I always go in with a brush. And I don't like to spend too much time blending with my finger. I just like to place it and kind of bring it in. See, I'm gonna get whatever remains. A foundation on your brush like this will help just saturate that. I like the size of this brush. It's not big. You guys know I have a small face, so I like smaller brushes. It's so soft and it's buffing very, very nicely. It feels just luxe. It's blending well. So the type of brush that this is, because it's a buffing brush, more of a buffing brush, it will give you a buffed out, diffused look. I don't see any streaks on my foundation. That can happen with brush applications. That's why some people usually just go around with their sponge, but I'm not gonna do that today. Look at this hair. Hold on. I got some foundation here. You know, we don't waste here. Next one is A58. This is the cream contour. You see this shape? It is perfection. Once again, very soft. Very, very soft. And oh! I'm gonna get my cream contour. When I review brushes, I like to use them more than once. So with my foundation brush, I'll clean off some of the foundation. And then I'm gonna do this, I'll probably do it with the contour. So let's grab a little bit of contour. I'm gonna use the side of this brush like this. And you see how it grabs that product? This is the NARS Laguna too. I'm gonna put the bronzer up here, like way at the top of the cheek. And oh, okay. And then we're gonna just tap back and forth, and I'm gonna keep it there. So because we put a good amount of product and I didn't really warm it up, we're gonna add it to the other cheek up here at the top. And then the forehead. You guys know I have a small face in general, so a little bit of product kind of goes a long way. Oh, but look at that buff. Oh, hold on, hold the phones. Oh wow. All I'm doing is tapping back and forth, going. Sorry if my mic is a little funky. Hold on, let me move it. I think I felt like I was hitting it. You guys know me and my mic. I'm gonna tap one more time. Wow, I kind of like this. You see that? There's no patches. And a lot of times the patches have to do with the brush. It also depends on how much pressure you're putting on your face. And I'm actually kind of putting a lot of pressure here. Look, it's just like blending everything nicely. Once we have it placed, we can just buff that out, like kind of like that. See that little warmth? Okay. So before this product dries down, let's clean it up and just get rid of the cream part because we're already blended how we kind of like it. Ooh, I like that. Okay, next one up is A22, the blush brush. This looks more like a powder blush brush. That's a tongue twister, but let's try it with blush, like cream blush. Let's use Truth from Rare Beauty. Oh my God, look at this baby. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. Let's I'm just gonna tap it there, maybe one time. And then with this brush, let's gently, and I'm using like the tip of this brush, the tip / the side, gently buffing that out. We don't want to move anything we've done, which is foundation and bronzer. Oh, and then just by tapping, it kind of just blends out nice and gentle. I kind of like that. You can use the side of the brush. This is pigmented. You see how plummy it looks? When you buff it out, what side did I use? I think, oh no. Okay. See the plumminess? As you blend it out, it becomes like a pink plum. And it also, just because it's warming up on my skin tone. Look, what I want to show you is how it's blending, because that's what brushes do. They really help blend makeup out and make it easier for you to just apply your makeup. This is definitely not a cream blush brush, but we're going to use it because we can. You see that? Looks good. Actually, now that the lights are turned off, let me get a little bit more of my contour and just add like a little bit. Oh yeah. And then I keep this kind of just right here. I try not to spread it out further because you see this is all I have working with remaining space on in my face. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of eyeball it when I am doing especially cream anything. Then if you're like, wait, my blush kind of went away, you can just go back. You can add a little bit of blush, but this brush already has blush. I'm using this concealer today and just kind of buffed it out with my little spongy here. When it comes to setting, you know how much I love my powder puff. It's just amazing. We do have a small brush here where we can set very, very nicely. So this is not my preferred way, but it's okay. So we're gonna go in, this is the A14 brush. It's small where you can set very nicely in the under eye area. This is what I like to do when I'm working with a brush. I wanna saturate powder all up in the brush, right? Get that powder in there. Really work it in like this and then get the remaining off. I kind of do this maybe like 2 or 3 times because you want to get the powder filled in there to really set and get all those creases, especially because we have creasy under eyes. I see like it's so common that people set to their under eyes like this, and I'm like, I just can't get with that gist, but today's the day. I'm just kind of like turning the brush around and setting, on depositing all that powder that's in the bristles into my under eye area, working it in. Looks nice. Gives you such a soft look. Under eyes are set well too. Okay, little brush. That's what I like to review different types of things for you, because we get to apply our makeup differently and see whether that may or may not work. You know, with makeup, we get into our habit of just doing it the way we do it every single day because that's what it works. So changing it up, that ain't bad either. Now the last one is a setting brush slash bronzing brush. And look at this shape. This is the A21. Ooh, perfect. We're gonna set the skin, right? So we're going to, again, saturate the powder, get it all over, and then we can just start kind of gently packing that in and setting our face. I find that this way works really well if you have dry skin, because it kind of just sweeps the powder on and it doesn't deposit as much powder as we would with our powder puff or a sponge. That's why I don't really do it this way. I like to personally set pretty heavily. Doing it now, I'm like, okay, I see el chiste. El chiste is here, because it just, like, and it's fast. So we're gonna go back to the bronzer brush. Remember, we cleaned it up. Let's get a little bit of a powder bronzer. You can also use this one because it's technically, you know what? Here, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the brush we just used, the A21. Grab a good amount. Now we're just gonna, you know, set. And I like the shape. You can kind of go like this and then buff it here, like with the corner. You see that? Now we're just gonna go over the cream areas. You know what? I forgot to do my nose. Pinching it a little bit. Let's get our powder blush. And when it comes to brushes too, you use them how you feel what works the best for you, or just because the instructions say to use it a certain way, that may not work for you. Yeah, this is diffusing this blush nicely. And what I like, because it's so wide, wider brushes will always deposit in a more feathered, more fanned out way versus something that's tightly dense like this. And this brush isn't too fanned out where it'll completely take over my face. Remember the setting brush? And let's just set, really pressing that powder in. So I want to show you before I finish up the face how the skin looks. You see how nicely diffused everything is? Nothing looks harsh. Nothing looks like we were struggling. So, okay. Let me finish up the face. Here we are. All I did is put some setting spray just to set the skin. But let's get close and see how buffed. Oh, wait, hold on. My eyeliner's jacked. 1 second, please. This is a dangerous move. This eyeliner has really become a great just applicator. The brown, it's not my favorite, but it's just so easy to work with. Okay. You see how buffed out everything looks? This is all the brush. Everything looks really, really nice. I kind of like the under eye areas. My hands look ashy. Oh, don't mind my hands. Okay, let's look at the under eyes. They're well set. It's such a dense brush. It holds the product in. Therefore, you can really set that area well. And I also, you guys, got some highlight. And I used this blush brush again and just kind of added it a little bit here and on my nose just to give us a little bit of... I actually really like this brush set. I think it's the perfect beginner-friendly brush set. You can use these brushes multiple ways. Like this one is a bronzer and powder brush. You guys saw how we used it. This one I feel like can be used for creams very well, as you guys saw, and for a bronzer. Like, it can really just get in there. I used it a little bit. I added some just to see, and it does deposit a lot more product than this wood. This foundation brush is bomb. I really just like how well it fits. This one, like I told you guys, I'm getting used to it, but I kind of like it. Like, I really feel like you can really get in there, and my under eyes don't look heavy. Like, I like that. This one, you guys saw, we used it for cream, we used it for powders, and it just worked out really well. So overall, I definitely do like this brush set, and I see the hype. I feel like they're very soft. They're very luxe. They have good handles. You can really grip them well and apply your makeup. Sometimes things can just kind of feel a little bit on the cheap side. These feel and look like high quality, and they performed as such. I'm gonna wash these tonight, and then I'll put here on the screen how they washed. If I saw any of the hairs fall out or anything, that's usually a telltale sign that the brush probably won't last too long. Really quick before I forget, my lip color is Extra from the new Maybelline line. I wanted a little bit of color. And my eyes are, you guys know this one. It's my fave. It's my fave. You guys saw I just did the 3 looks. So yeah, it is $60 for 5 brushes. But Ulta, you can always get some sort of coupon buying things at Ulta, which is why I love Ulta so much. I will link everything down below that I have on and the brushes in case you are looking for a holiday gift, a gift for yourself, new brushes, or if you want to start, you know, using brushes. I definitely love brushes because they are very helpful and useful. It can really make your makeup just look bomb, airbrushed, flawless, how we look today, or you can kind of low-key look gastada with a brush that doesn't work as well, you know. Hey fam, jumping in really quick because the sun is perfect. I just want to show you how the skin looks. Doesn't it look pretty? It looks very similar to what we have in studio lighting, huh? Everything's smooth. Look at these under eyes. Whoo, these brushes. It's like, this is the feel I was getting, you know? Love it. Okay, back to the outro. This is it, fam. I love you guys so much. Please let me know your thoughts on these. Have you used it? Love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.